Hello, everybody. My name is Julie, and I'm here today to share part two of my series on mixed media gel sticks. Now, I recorded the first part of this about 2 weeks ago, and I have not went back and watched it over. So hopefully I don't repeat myself a bunch, but I do have new things to share since I did that video. Number one, I talked briefly about in the video about the Tempera paint sticks and how I really like them, but the tips are so wide that it's very hard to get any kind of a thin line. And then when I heard about the King Art gel sticks, I decided to buy those instead of buying more of the Tempera paint sticks. And one thing, I mean, these still are not really thin, but here, let me show you the two together. Definitely much smaller. These are great for backgrounds or landscapes, things like that. So I still love these. But anyway, I in my last video, I had kind of thought or said, because I thought that they were basically the same thing. But Tempera paint sticks and gel sticks are not the same thing. So I want to clarify that, and I looked it up on Google. So let me bring this over to you. I'm going to read this to you. I asked what was the difference between the two. Tempera paint sticks are quick drying, washable paint sticks that dries quickly. Oh my gosh, this AI stuff is just so bad. And I can't get rid of it on my search. I went in and did what you're supposed to be able to do on Safari to get rid of it, and it didn't work for me. Not only does it repeat itself, but it also a lot of times gives exactly the opposite information. I asked a question and it said no, and then the next sentence, it totally contradicted the no. So, all right, sorry. Okay, washable paint stick that dries quickly and is often used by children, while gel sticks are softer, waxier medium with a creamy texture that is water soluble and can be used to create both opaque and translucent effects. The key difference lies in their formulation and artistic potential. Tempera sticks are I'm so bad at reading. Tempera sticks are I'm not starting this video over. All right, one more time. Tempera sticks are a paint product with a fast drying solid paint feel, whereas gel sticks are more like a hybrid of a crayon and a watercolor, blending oil, wax, and pigment. Okay, Tempera paint sticks. Formulation. A solid form of Tempera paint is that is non-toxic and washable. Consistency. Apply smoothly with a texture similar to a pastel, but the final result looks like a painting. Maybe I should just let you guys read this. Okay. Drying time. Dries very quickly, often within 90 seconds, which makes it ideal for low mess application. And for somebody like me who's way too impatient to be waiting for stuff to dry, I was looking at a medium that I was thinking about buying, and it said 48 hours drying time. And I was like, nope. Best for quick, easy painting projects on paper, poster board, or wood. Okay, so now here's the gel stick information. Formulation, a creamy blend of wax, oil, and pigment that is water soluble. Consistency, glides on like a crayon but can be blended with water to create effects ranging from opaque to translucent watercolor washes. Drying time. Dries more slowly than tempera sticks, typically in a few minutes, and can be reactivated with water after drying. That was something that I was going to do I was going to try that and see, but then I don't have to do that because it says that it can be reactivated. Okay, best for mixed media art where you can create varying effects with a single stick. All right, that was a lot. Sorry. I am not a good reader. It's funny because I was thinking about, I wrote a Christmas story one year and I was thinking about, oh, I wonder if I could like read part of it every day in a little video on YouTube. And I'm like, oh, geez, the way I read? Absolutely not. I don't think so. We'll see. All right. So the rest of the video will just be talking about the gel sticks because I haven't done much with these. Okay, let's see. In the last video, I said that I had not swatched these out before. I swatched them in the last video, but guess what? I found out that I had swatched them before. So I'm going to show these to you. Now, these have been activated. If I bring it up close, you can see I probably colored the whole square and then just wet the end. I didn't just pull it over, I don't think. Once you wet them, they don't have a lot of color pay out. It definitely fades. Like, see, you can see the blue, the purple, the green. But it is fun that you can wet them. So I'll show you all of these. And this was the original order they were in, which I thought was very interesting because I didn't know I had that. So, okay, now I also, oh, those are also, oh, and these are the pastel ones. Okay, that was the regular 48 set, and this is the pastel set. And you can see these really faded out when I wet them. But still pretty. And it's nice that you can actually do that. I want to see something here. I was curious. I understand they say that after they dry, they can be reactivated, but can they be reactivated once they've been wet and dry? So I'm going to check that out. And this has been done like probably a year ago. So maybe that's not a good, good one to try it on. Oh, wow. It doesn't look like it. Let's see if this. Yes, that will re-wet. No, maybe not. Yeah, a little bit. Okay, that's re-wetting a little bit, but not much. But it looks like once you've wet it and it dried, that it doesn't wet again. So that is very important information. So you can put it down, wet it, let it dry, and then you can maybe use something else that's wet on top of it, and it won't bring that color up. So that's interesting. But that's also been sitting there for a year. So maybe if you did it, you know, a day or something, it would come up. I don't know, because I didn't try. I did not try. Okay, let's see. What else? I found my boxes. I was going through my box of boxes. If you know me, I have a box of boxes. And yes, there are many Apple boxes in there. And I do use my Apple boxes all the time around the house for all different kinds of stuff. So I am not one to throw out a nice, good, sturdy box. But anyway, I didn't think I had these anymore. I do not have the box that the tempera paint sticks came in, though. So that I didn't find, but I just broke these down, so it was very easy. But this was exciting because this is the order they were in when I bought them. So if I ever wanted to put them back in this color order, I have this to go by. And then same with this back here. And I just wanted to be able to show you the boxes. So I'm not going to get rid of these, but I am going to break them back down again, because you just never know when I'm going to want to put them back in here. Okay, and I got mine on Amazon, and I'm sure you can get them other places also. They actually have their own website. All right, so the whole talk last time when I was, my first video, I talked about, because I bought the whole set, I have so many that they're kind of overwhelming and I don't use them very much. Plus, they're all separated into these little boxes of 12, I think. Yeah, I probably counted that last video also. Sorry. My memory isn't the greatest. Okay, so last video, what I did was I swatched them all out. Or at least I thought I did. I missed one, which caused great confusion when I was trying to label them. As you can see, my crossouts are what a mess. But anyway, they're all labeled right now. But on the video, I just swatched them out in the color order that I wanted them, I guess. And then after I was done with the video, I went back. Oh, I know what it was. I wasn't going to label them because of my arthritis, and it's just a lot more finger work. Well, once I started, after I'd done the video, I started to go through them and separate them out to make a smaller color palette that I could use and not get overwhelmed. Well, as soon as I started doing that, I didn't know which was what color, and so I decided I had to label them. Now, and I don't know if I said that they didn't have numbers on them the last time. I can't remember, but they do. So they have their name. Let's see, is that in focus? They have the name and then they have the number. I just go by the last two numbers, the 50. So I decided that I had to label them all. So I started doing that. And then this is where I ran into trouble because I missed one of these, but I didn't figure it out until, it probably took me 15 minutes to figure this out. That was the one I missed, so I had to add it over there. So anyway, so all the rest worked out pretty good, and I didn't make a mess of my chart. Now, I would like to have written the color name down too, but just too much writing for me, so I didn't. So after I did this, I wanted to start honing them down to a smaller palette. So on this page, I started swatching again, just to help me decide which colors, like those three look so much alike. So I probably only picked one of those. So I started going through and I did that. And it got me down to this many. This was kind of the color palette for fall. I was looking for a fall color palette because it's still fall. And if I do any more drawings or anything the rest of this month, I would be doing, probably fall landscapes. So I got it down to these and I really liked it. But what it did was it took up a box and not even a half, but it was like a full box and then 5 or 6 in another box. And I thought, well, maybe can I get it down to just one box? So I did more swatching, and this was what I came up with. Okay, here's I'll bring this up closer so you can see. This is the colors I first chose. Now, I did not number these. And then this was my final choice. I picked 12 autumn-y colors that I thought I would use. So I have those in one box. So let me open them up so you can see them. They're not in color order because I was using them and I just never put them back in color order. But those are the colors that I chose. And I'm really happy about that. And if I want, I can go back. I'm trying to see. Yeah, I think the other ones are right here. These were so it was about half. So they're still right here. So if I wanted to add to that, I could go back and pull from those, but I don't think I need to. So I tried to put everything in color order in the boxes as I was done. So I've got my yellows and then my greens, starting into browns. Here's blues and purples. And here is pink and purple. And then this is kind of that mishmash box. Okay, so this is my fall color palette. And I'm going to label this fall, and I'm going to put the numbers here. So next fall, when these end up getting all messed up again, because I'm sure they will, I can pull these out, and so I'll have this kind of forever palette combination there. So in the spring, I would do more pinks and yellows and bright greens. The winter would be more blacks and blues and white. So excuse me, I don't do a lot of winter painting because I don't know how to do snow. But maybe it's something I can learn. Maybe. Okay, we're getting shadow here, so I'm going to move this out of the way. It is a rainy, kind of chilly day in New England. Today it's beautiful. I love the rain and I love fall, so today's a great day for me. A lot of people hate it, but I don't know. I've always loved the rain. So, okay, so with my color palette, I set out to make a drawing, and I did that. So I only did a small one. My hands are pretty bad. I've just been doing a lot of stuff with my hands. So I just did one small drawing, and this was totally just with these 12 gel sticks. So as you can see, you can't get very fine lines, and when you do get fine lines, you can't really get them dark. So that's one of the bad things about those sticks. You could, I don't know, we'll try before I end this video, we'll try to see if you can put colored pencil over it. I'm kind of guessing probably not, so maybe you could draw your tree limbs in pencil, and then you could do the gel sticks for the leaves if you're wanting to get better detail than I got. Now I also tried wetting this here because I kind of just wanted to give it more of a messy look with the leaves on the ground, but I don't really like the way it came out. And I did wet this grass a little bit, but the background is done differently. So I'm going to show you how I did the background. Let's see. This is my palette that I got for crayon scribbling, and to use water with it. Regular crayons, well, not regular crayons, but my my other water-soluble crayons I have, you can scribble these on here and then activate them and use them as paint. So that's what I did with this. I used this blue one. Oh, like I said, it's so hard to get off. Okay, I used this blue one and I just scribbled it on here. Okay. And my water brush, and let me get this book back over here. This book is actually finished, the sketchbook, but it's mostly swatching. So I'll have to do a flip through sometime, but there's a few drawings, but it's mostly swatches. All right. Well, except it's not finished because this is a fold out, and I want to take this out and use it for something special. So I'm going to pull that out. Okay, so you've scribbled. So I've scribbled my gel stick on here. This is from Dollar Tree. No, this is from Walmart. I looked at Dollar Tree and all they had was really flimsy ones. So instead I went to Walmart and bought one for like $4 or something. And then later Dollar Tree got ones in that were like this. Not as nice as this, but I would have probably been okay with that. But I like this. It's very solid. Okay, so you're going to take your paintbrush or your water brush, put some water on here. I'll bring this up here, and you can see it's very creamy. Look at that. Can you see how creamy it is? Maybe I didn't pick the best color, but okay. So I think I need to zoom in. All right, that's so much better. All right, so just like that. Look at that. And that was very little crayon on there, and it's so creamy. It just feels creamy now. I think I can lift more off. I just need a little bit more water. And then what you don't use, you just wipe off with a paper towel or something. Okay, so let me bring this closer, even closer. So you get some nice texture. And that is how I did the sky. Now, you can do your background first, but I don't know why, but I love the idea of just kind of painting around it. And I like the way it looks. So that's how I do a lot of my backgrounds. And right here, there's no paint because my clip was there. So let's lift a little bit up here and add it right now. There we go. And I'm using the paper as a palette. Look at that. I can pick it up off the paper. Now, I didn't get into all these little cracks, and for me, that's okay. I like the way that looks. So that's just total preference, what you like to do or what you'd want to do. So anyway, I wanted to show you that part of it because I didn't talk last week about the fact that they are water soluble. So I think that makes them really nice. And I'd like to do some more drawings with just those 12. And if I do, I will make sure that when I share, I did a 6-month flip through of all my different sketchbooks. So I showed everything through June. So at the end, or probably at the 1st of January, I'll show everything I did from July through December. So I will definitely point out those if I get more done like this. So I hope that gives you enough information that you can make a decision about whether you want to buy some of these, if you want to buy a full set like I did, or if you just want to buy a few, like a 24 set or something like that. So if you have any more questions, if there's anything that I didn't answer, just put it in the comments. I want to tell you, I'm down to only 2 comments left to answer, and I'm totally caught up, and I'm so happy about it. And I'm going to try my hardest to keep caught up and not get behind. Yeah, I think I had like over 50 comments to answer, and I did it over the weekend. So I got that done. Okay, I think that's all I have to say about these. And I hope you found this interesting and informative, and that maybe you'll try out some gel sticks because they're really fun. And I'm hoping to do more with them. So as that process happens, I will share that with you. Let's see. Is there anything else I wanted to say before I let you guys go? I went out shopping this morning in the rain. I did a bunch more Christmas shopping. So I've got more haul videos coming up. So, all right. I think that's it for this. And I will see you in the next video. I hope you all take care and have a wonderful rest of the month of November and a beautiful Thanksgiving. And I'll see you back here soon. Bye.